Uh, Today we're going to continue the talk about the conscious. Conscious is a very bottom line in the minds, or in the Chinese we call that mind, and then conscious, and then another word we call that yi, xing, yi, si. Three of them into one. But in the Yogacara, their base mention is conscious. So consciousness is a very bottom line in the mindset itself. Mind, sometimes we call that included everything. Sometimes mind just action in the Chinese. Sometimes mind is to analyze something. He can recognize something. We call that mind, conscious. So once the thing come together as a condition, we have our senses, and then the exterior phenomenon. So I can see the color. So eye and color. Then this conscious rise. So conscious rise cannot without anything. They need to have both. One is senses, another one is equivalent senses touching to his phenomenon. So then this conscious is active. So conscious active differentiates something, and then it's when he analyzes something, he already immediately make decision, knowing something. No matter if you know it right or wrong, that is another way to understand, but he can know something. Yeah. So here is knowing something, then the mind start processing. That something become the basics of processing. So here is the thinking mind always remembers something. He want to recognize something. He is according to his memory. What I can tell this: white, dark, yellow. So in his mind, memory. This memory sometimes is not in this lifetime memory. In Buddhism, we talk about a very deep into your own, habitual pattern to recognize something by that memory. So this memory very deep because of memory pattern is different people have different character. So that character we name it into samsara, 5 kinds of individual realm, and then he may call asura realm. We have more higher being realm. Into we call that 4 noble one, 4 noble realm. So there are different mindset, different characteristic. So that character pattern is behavior differently. So in here that I want to say this one important. Interest. So contact to something, always interest to something. In Buddhism, we call practice means sometimes people can suddenly overcome, means suddenly he upgrade himself. Some people need to gradually, slowly, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, like me. 10 years, 20 years, change. It's according to the maturing of the understanding, open mind, that him slowly upgrading himself. I am that kind of pattern, not sudden, but gradually, slowly move. But need to, from interest, need to upgrading you overcome. Overcome what? Overcome that kind of attachment to something. You see, like what I say, people's very common family value, social value, human value, political value, science value. They have a lot of that common, so what we call that conscious into the pattern, or we call the professional. But not many people upgrade himself into more free, more open to break the boundary. Not many people like that. So that their active is a very narrow pattern, Especially what I want to say is that the mind experience, you can interested in the more pure, not too many color, but in the more simple, more direct, more concentrate into an object. That kind of interest, not many people go that way. You see? So that is why the yogi's mind not easy to be understood by normal people. Normal people sometimes still cheat him. I see a lot of monks, he almost laugh, when people cheat him. People get something from him, ha 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 ha, take it. He is like a stupid guy. But his mindset, I think, very wise, not stupid. He just not care about someone interest something. He's not interested too much like that thing. So he can easily to open up himself. You see? And you can see there a lot of, we call the spiritual people, he can work in a very hardship situation, not like hardship. He can go to poverty. Go to the disaster, a lot of hardship work that people run away, but he not. Why? Because of his mindset is different. He evaluate in different, so that he will concentrate better than the other into this solution. This is what I call that conscious. See? Okay. And one more thing to go is here. Exterior, we have, in Buddhism, we talk about air, fire, the four elements, and conscious in the, they have two more things. One is the time and space included. That is in Buddhism, we talk about material, how the mind into this time and space into four element changing. Yeah, this is based in exterior world or included the body world. So that if today we talk about is ecology system, included people go to very fine, go to his mind conscious is focusing into DNA, very, very fine, nucleus, electronic, they can go very subtle into that. But they don't know how to bring that into his own, daily life, so that not in that situation, not in that space and time, so that you can still use that concentration to overcome the stress, to overcome the attachment. They don't know how to apply. They have that concentration, but they don't know how to apply into general everything core. You see? So that is something that if we want to enlighten them, is enlighten them. Everyone can focus, really concentrate. But the enlighten is you need to use that one into release the stress in your mind. Release the attachment, the ego in your mind all the time when they attach in contact. You need to overcome. This is what I know about, you see. So in ecology means we can go to very easy thing that like my life. I don't have this is human, this is other being. No, contact to every being. That means you need to equal to help them, love them, create the good relationship with them. This is my ecology understanding. You see? So in my life, no human is the best, no. Every living creature is equal. Know who and who is the best. We interdependent to each other. So one thing you build up is try to good friendship with them. That is good to the future in your own mindset. Yeah. And in the creature to the world, it is a good relationship with them. In order that in the future, if you have bad relationship with them, then it become enemy to you. Okay? I can see some people come to this lifetime very hardship. Mostly is bad luck. I still have some email to me, very bad luck. They finished PhD here. And Stanford University. But just nobody like him in the school, nobody like him in the job site, nobody like him in helping like that. So why people become like that? That is the condition, we call that. In the connection to the living being, this kind of ecology, he didn't make good relationship between in the past. So once they know each other, in Buddhism we call it karma. Karma means you know someone face to face, first contact, then it will show, oh, I like him. Sometimes you don't know what's going on, you just don't like him. He don't like you too, like that. So there we call that kusala and agusala. That condition means agusala means bad feeling. Kusala means good feeling. If you never meet before, no connection in the past, then it just pass by. When you say hello, and he ignore, he don't feel. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. So pass by, I will see a lot of people like that. I try to say, smile, I try to walk, but sometimes there's no reaction. Yeah. Stay together, no reaction. He just don't like you, even though in the monkhood too. He just no reaction. Unless you try to build up the relationship with them in the good. So that is for Brahma Vihara become important. We need to break ourselves, open up ourselves, try to build up this numberless beings that have good connection with you, so that in the future, once you enlighten into the supreme state, you will become like the Buddha, have a lot of good connection. Not in the what we call that Pajjika Buddha, have no connection to the living being. Yeah, this is according to the theories in Buddhism, talk about how we're going to build up ourselves. The second one talk about the body, come to the body. So the body right now, I think 1, 2, 3, we almost here. only have one 30 years old young guy. Most of us is not talking about birth, it's aging, sickness, and death. I still remember when I read Nikaya, they talk about the Dhamma to the world is because of illness, aging, and death. So the Dhamma is benefit to this. So the most attachment is here. Yeah. You can see the world situation. We are here. Work very hard. A lot of people, they just care about insurance. They care about Medicare. They don't care about here, insurance in here. See, even though our monk life also like that. You see, a little bit this and that, then hospital, Medicare, this and that. They worry about physics. They're not worried about mental. You know, I think in the old days when they have something, even though caught bit by the snake, they still very calm. Hey, friend, come and take my body out from the cave. In order the decay of my body and make this place worse, so other friends can take this as an opportunity to practice. They don't care too much about this, you know. So here is something birth, aging, that, and this one, what you call the reality of the body. But people not know how to use it for more beneficial in the Dhamma. Dhamma means they have two goals. One is the state of breakthrough. One is the final goals of liberation. They have that kind of thing that more than what we can experience. So the normal life, we don't go there. You see, the normal life, all the feeling is about feeling to the senses contact, you know, and then the body contact. So the body changing in all the time and space. So his mind just on here, on the attachment to this very form. You know, what is form mean? Conscious. You see? In his mind, all the thinking level, all the small level of a conscious pop up, that is always have the connection to this very biology system. Good feeling, bad feeling. I said that the system have many, when you go to detail, blood system, hormone system, nervous system, you have a lot of urinary system, you have the breathing, they have all the system. We call that this is biology system. But we not know how to take care of it. So why we want to come to the training? Training is to find something that more systematic to make this four element into more harmony. You train it. If not harmony, still no problem. But in the same time, you already train your mindfulness. You see, train mindfulness need to train it into a usual pattern. Means the mindful always there, and independent, always there. Not caught into the conscious, always changing, processing. But in the daily life, the conscious mostly is, changing a lot. Especially right now, we have the cell phone. We have all this and that. Let me say a joke for you. When we I go with Dan to Chengdu, and in the monastery, they far away come to an old monastery, very practical, very serious practice of monastery. So all the young people into my class. The cat dog, they already advise, don't take the cell phone. Cell phone need to leave outside, and switch off cell phone outside and come to the class, learn, concentrate, practice. 10-minute break, everyone run out and then doing thing and then thumbs up, everyone come indoor and then still again and then slowly come down and take a break. I see in China it become more problem than here. They use high tech is better than us. High tech become in daily life. They don't take cash anymore. No more credit card, no more cash. iPhone, everything being covered. Bank, you're buying things, you check things, your order, your food, everything is in the cell phone. Right now, it become a new light in the life. So they may not in the 5 senses contact anymore. They will narrow themselves into a new habitual pattern without this cell phone. They're almost not going to easily depend on other. See, here is in the future, I don't know how they're going to deal with this. Here is something I just want to say in Buddhism when we talk about when the mind coming into problem, the life it just become 6 sense space into 12 space into 18 elements connection. This is what in Buddhism talk in the part of Nikaya. They go into 5 skandha, 12 base, and then 18 element. This is mostly cover where the mind, is his working and his active space is in here. Other than this active space, do we still have other space to active? Yeah. So the mind right now we have most active is the mind active in the 5 senses, isn't it? Then the mind active in his memory, isn't it? So this is called 6 sense faculty. See? Yeah, in the daily life, it's just 6 sense faculties working. Yeah, it's soak in a lot of information, isn't it? Yeah, he tried to just based on this, take in a lot of information into the mind. So make the mind is more information packed there, compact there, and then there was a very active there. You see? Other than that, what can we experience? Can we experience something silent? Can we experience something void? Something is not moving. Can we experience that? Yeah, that is a yogi. Yogi have very different story. Yeah, their mindset is a little bit different. This is their value. If we want to go to why Indian people, they talk about mental science, or we call it brain and mind science. Yeah, that is what they try to value themselves. If the too much information, too much contact into exterior world and mental world make you suffer, make you stress, what can we do? Can we go simple? Yeah, can we go direct? Can we pull back our mind into under control or master it? This is what Indian people think about, and he try to find the skill, work for this. Until today, modern science, we still don't have other skill can help people learn and help people to experience without that kind of hardship and long way come to the experience. I open my mind too. I'm not just relying in Indian culture, in his civilization. I try to see where we can find right now the scientists maybe discover something, have shortcut, easy way to fulfill, but I didn't found yet. They use chemicals sometimes. You see, they use radiate, they use other tool, but not in simple thing. Yeah, you can again and again repeat that experience by after you using something helped you. See, one time when I'm in Australia, my friend told me, he said, "Why you need to go meditate so hard? I take some 海洛因叫咩？ Yeah, morphine. Yeah. He said, I take some morphine. I have that concentration and what he said that mind, calm mind and joyful. I have that, I said, is it? Yes. Okay, you take something. Let me check. So once he takes something, I check his bowel, I check his heartbeat, and then I try to check his eyes. Delusion. It go very what we call that excite. Not calm. Calm and excite is two different extremes. Calm means the pulse, heartbeat, MRI. From that, come down. This is called serenity. This is called insight into concentration. So, otherwise, chemical come into the body, you can know it. I have alcohol drink too. I don't take cigarette, but I take coffee too. I take tea too. When you take all these things, we know that the body is different story. The body become more active, isn't it? I drink coffee. I don't like too much. My body chemical reaction is a little bit different with other people. So I drink coffee, it's totally pop. I can hear it like that. So it's too strong. So I drink coffee is because of the friendship sometimes, because of enjoy a little bit, see what's going on like that. But I don't like too much. Tea is still good. The better way is try to avoid this, come to the life. Here. This is what I try to explain in order to understand it. What is this body shape and the brain and the mind. I write into this kind of drawing. Science right now try to use this brain as a physics to understand how the mind, how deeper into this brain is have something going on. So he only can use material to understand non-material things going on. So non-material thing cannot be proved by any material, but he used material function to understand the mind function like that. Yeah, this is what today's we break into. For me, very difficult is because of once you sit meditation, the mind slowly not touching to the very rough information. You know, like you still hearing all this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, it's still active, so that the mind is easy to be alert. You see? Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, like some wind still blow to your body, you know, then your mind is still very alert. If one mosquito come to you, oh, the mind is very alert. One fly come to you, oh, the mind is very alert. You see, it's not into what we call that the drowsiness, restlessness. No, because of one thing touching to your skin, it immediately come to the brain. You know, the reaction immediately come to the brain. So the brain is active. Brain active, your mind is present. You see, your mind is conscious. So other than that, do our consciousness still active without this touching? We don't have that experience. Believe me, we don't have that experience. It means that we not open up ourselves interested into something else. So if we call that practice, I think that yogi practice or the Buddha always mention. He say the disciple, we need to fulfill the first jhana practice, and then from the first jhana practice, try to fulfill the second jhana practice. If the second jhana practice is achieved, try to fulfill the third jhana practice. Why the Buddha mentioned it again and again? Because a breakthrough more and more deep into the mindset inside, it will try to sharpening this mind. You know, try to more purify this mind. The mind, when it come to contact, no matter contact to the five senses, contact to the what we call that pure contact, it might have that sudden, the sudden break to the attachment. In the Chinese side, that very interested when I read the Noble Disciple. Sometimes when they read the book, you know, their mind contact to one level, suddenly they break through. You see, and when Sixth Patrick Huinan listened to one kata, that, you know, a sentence come to his mind, suddenly break through. Xiang Yan, when he give up all the books, no more reading, not going to make me enlightened, so he go to farming. He read a lot of books. That he's a scholar. Until he see that only increasing the conscious, active, not going to let him go to jhana and stillness or all the serenity into concentrate mind. He not experience that into deep. So that suddenly he enlightened. This is not the way. He give out all the book, and then come to in the mountain. So God, it's what we call. He used that. Holes. So he hit to one rock. So he take that piece of rock, throw it away, and then this rock hit to a bamboo. That sound react back, pop. He break through. If I say I'm a monk, what is my value? As you need to have interested to something like a scientist. Right now, what is the topic? What is the problem? Need to discover. I work for that in order my innovation come to make discover. So my discover of my innovation or the interested about myself is the work breakthrough. They have two things is beyond worldly concern. One is breakthrough, one is liberation. What is these two experience about? That is my value. So that the mind inside here have two things into the thing that what we call the overcome problem. The Buddha mentioned, this is valuable, this is noble, this is supreme. This is supreme means the higher. The higher. The first thing is breakthrough. The second thing is breakthrough. I think once the Bhikkhu Bodhi translation breakthrough, he translate as it's what experience? Direct experience. Direct experience. Yeah. He used the word direct experience. Yeah. Okay, here. I think I will stop it here, and tomorrow continue this, have more and more information. We talk about psychology, mindset inside, okay? So I stop this picture and tomorrow continue, okay? This is the most profound thing in the understanding of Buddhism. We call that interdependent coordination. We will stop it here and tomorrow continue. Thank you.